3, 2, 1. Fucking 3, 2, 1.
Okay, I'll stop.
3, 2, 1. Hey gamers, welcome to Marvel VGC podcast round 2. Wow, words are hard. I'm Jake. I'm the president of Students of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm here with.
My name is James. I'm a troll. I'm the president of Video Game Club.
And if you guys want to introduce yourselves, you can pick an order. No.
Damian, still podcast chair.
Yeah, he's just suffering with us. This is his job.
This is a podcast, so you have to be here.
By obligation, I guess.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I'm the resident dead guy walking, Jordan. I still don't know who killed me, actually. That's ongoing mystery.
We're getting there. He's also the former Video Game Club president.
I actually don't think the lore's been written for that yet. Or if it has, I have not been
You don't
shared.
know. You just
Cool.
don't know. The lore has been written.
Fuck.
So let's just jump right into it. We hope you've seen part 1 of this already. If you haven't, that's okay, but you might be a little confused, which I think is just the sentiment for most of this stuff. So basically, round 2, I didn't know we were going to do it until round 1 was over, and I was like, that was kind of fun. And we talked about it with the boards, and we were like, hey, do we want to do that again? And I got a resounding, yeah. That was pretty much the reaction. Jordan, do you remember talking about it?
I remember that we at this point in the year we were sitting down and doing lunches pretty regularly. Obviously, schedule permitting on those, but we kind of just started plotting it as if it was going to happen. And then at some point we just said, okay, we have enough ideas here. We can make it work.
Yeah, and I just remember it was like we were having a really tough time getting a date for it too. Just because I remember we initially had a date, and then like a week later I realized, oh shit, that's Ant-Man Quantumania.
Yeah.
So we had to, I think we postponed it a week, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we postponed it a week so Marvel Club could go see Quantumania, and we had like 30 people there, which was, I think, a record of sorts for a spring semester movie. And then we had the crossover right after that, and I think it went pretty well. It went long. I was in a suit. I was sweltering, but I think overall it was. Yeah, because I think it went until like 11. I think it was like 3 hours.
Dude, I don't even remember part 2. Like, I remember
It was
part
just a fever dream?
1. I just don't remember part 2 at all. Like, I was not part of, like, the planning of it at all. I mostly started playing in part 3 stuff and beyond. But then, yeah, I don't even remember, like, the game that we played.
Okay.
Jeopardy.
I
Was
think
it Jeopardy?
that
Wait, 1 sec. I need to grab Steve. Just give you one.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Jeopardy.
Yeah,
I remember playing Jeopardy. I remember I felt useless on my team. Half of the stuff I was like, I don't know.
If you don't mind, can you sit over there?
And then there was only like one question I really
you'll
knew.
have my Baja Blast
And,
to
like,
keep you company.
I wasn't the person at the buzzer.
I feel like I remember that.
Yeah, okay.
So
Anyway, where were we?
we were at what game we played
yes.
for Marvel vs. Capcom.
It was Jeopardy.
Marvel vs. VGC 2. I'm never going to get over that. But yeah, we played Jeopardy, and then I want to say we played Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3
Yes.
for the second bit.
Yes, I don't remember much from Capcom 3 other than there were some fighting game club people there, and we didn't want them to absolutely blitz us. So Jordan was like, hey, what if we just had teams of 3 and they passed the controllers every time their character died? Which was funny. And I think the team was definitely comprised of VGC and Students of S.H.I.E.L.D. members. Damian, did you win that?
No.
I know Cole did. It was Cole and 2 others.
I know that VGC and Marvel Club collectively won against Fighting Game Club, and honestly, that's all we really needed. that's what we wanted out of the event, at least the Video Game Club portion.
I felt a little bad because I think we did end up meeting with one of the Fighting Game Club guys, and you just really wanted someone to play with, and I kind of felt bad afterwards.
Well, the guy that came, it was their president.
Oh,
I don't know his actual name, but yeah, because he showed up and he was like, yeah, dude, I love Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Like, I love playing it. It's just so hard to find people who play it. So you're like, yeah, that's cool, but like, we don't want you destroying our club members in this like for fun tournament.
Yeah, and then I remember, I think this was like September. So I think this should have been something I said with round 1, because I think this is what happened before that. Somebody came up to me and was like, hey, a little birdie told me that you guys were going to play
Yeah, that's right.
Marvel vs. Capcom. And that always happens. There's always one person who finds a board member. It's like, hey, I heard you guys are doing Marvel vs. Capcom. And I'm like, first of all, how'd you find out? I've never seen you before. Second, it's for fun. It's for the clubs. I don't...
Yeah.
I want to say that happened with our first Smash tournament, too.
Yes.
At
No, it
least
definitely
underneath,
did.
like, my presidency, because it was just like, someone came and said, hey, I heard you guys are playing Smash. This was with Trashdown. This was the first run of Trashdown that happened, and some people said, yeah, you're playing Smash. Yeah? Would you like to come and not wreck our entire shit?
That would be nice, but...
Was it someone from like Smash Club specifically, or was it just some random person?
I want to say they were from Smash Club, because I think that was like... There used to be some, like... And this is tea, right? There used to be bad blood between Smash Club and VGC. I want to say there's not any anymore,
No.
because we did our best to resolve it.
Is that with Smoops? Is that
Yes.
club?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think we're fine on that front.
Yeah.
That was fun. I actually enjoyed that event a lot.
But like, just I don't know. We really tried to make an effort to make things. We're getting really off topic here, but like we just tried to make an effort to make things fun for both the competitive players and the casual players through that.
Yeah. All right, so let's see what's on the order here. Okay.
Wait, well, actually, I want to talk about, because I know nothing about the planning for the video, because that's my favorite part about doing it.
You know, that was actually next. That was actually on the list here.
I want to know from you guys, like, how did you guys come up with part 2 video? Because at least at the beginning, it's like, it's a continuation of the first one.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you ready to do it again? Like,
Yeah.
and then you're like, ha ha ha, I don't remember exactly.
Yeah,
what it
no.
is.
We could go through this.
I've actually got a lot of notes on that.
Oh, do you? Because I don't have. It's not that
Because
deep for me.
This was when I said, okay, this is my final thing I'll be doing as president. So I wanted to kind of just go all out on it creatively.
Yeah.
We started with, okay, because again, we were sitting down at lunch and we just toss ideas at each other while we're eating West cookies, right? It was
God,
great.
West cookies, dude. That's my kryptonite.
They melt in your mouth.
That's my kryptonite.
But we started spitballing with like, okay, we ended off the part 1 intro with us fighting out on Old Main Lawn. You know, I've got my sword, Jake's got the hammer, and we said, okay, where can we go with that? So we said, okay, what if we just do it? We did the filming at night. What if we do like a daytime filming? We're both dead on the ground. That's the opening shot, is we are just exhausted. We've been fighting all night. I guess there's snow now too.
Yes.
We-
All right, there are some
fighting?
things we can't control, unfortunately.
You can't tell how long we've been fighting because the seasons have potentially changed.
And the board
that's-
members have potentially changed.
No. The amount of time that we fought for with no breaks will go completely undisclosed until the end of time. Maybe. Unless someone wants to...
Wait, for what?
Well, for like how long we were fighting.
Oh, no, we'll figure that out later.
Yeah, there is no specified date on it yet.
There's definitely an answer. We just definitely don't want to tell you guys.
Just not right now.
It's like the hyperbolic time chamber. But essentially, just the opening shot is us exhausted on the grass. By the way, that was really fucking cold.
It
to
was
lay
so
on it.
cold. Actually, Damian,
Yeah, I was about to say, Dave, this is what
you were the
filmed from,
cameraman
right?
that day.
I was
And how cold was it?
very cold.
It was extremely cold. We were in Willard 371, and we were like, we should probably film since nobody's around. Steve wasn't there, and I'm like, hey, Damian, you wanna record? He's looking at me. He's like, okay. So it wasn't as intense. Well, actually it might be probably about as intense as Steve, because Steve had to do the 360. There wasn't anything as complicated as that, but we did have to retake a lot of shots. Because I know there's one shot that also isn't in the bloopers, but it's like Damian follows Jordan when he's walking out of frame when he's not supposed to. We fixed it the very next shot, so it's fine.
Okay, no. And actually, on the topic of that specific shot, so I was mentioning, like, right, we get up, we're kind of just bantering at each other. There's definitely some lines that are said there. But after that, we kind of are having the dialogue of, like, oh, well, we should keep fighting. Are you ready for round 2, right? The entirety of the camera shot of that is a reference to Jotaro versus Dio in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 3.
Which I only found out the day we started filming.
From the camera work to the song that is playing in the background.
Yeah.
I was meticulous about the whole damn thing to make sure it was shot for shot. Granted, we couldn't make it perfect, but it's very close.
Yeah, and the sound of Mjolnir landing in my hand took you like an hour to sync up. So
When the bloopers say that the club presidents made this using PowerPoint and Movie Maker on a Steam Deck,
they really meant him.
that was not a lie.
Yeah, I used PowerPoint. He used the Steam Deck. We made it work.
Windows Movie Maker. Why did I only learn how to use Premiere Pro after I graduated?
I don't know.
I shouldn't have access to it.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think. So we had, and you know, at the end of Endgame, I'm going to have a massive list of credits for all the people that weren't credited in rounds 1 and 2. One of the people that involved Kira Croc Hands, they did the Marvel vs. VGC 2 art piece where it's me and Jordan in front of Old Main. Ryan did the logo, and we're going to talk about that in episode 3 when we talk about the Jake Eater stuff, because Ryan has been cooking on logos. He's also listening in on Zoom. Ryan, I love you. Like all the logos except as well as the joystick in the shield. That logo is by Thomas Fletcher. He's a Students of S.H.I.E.L.D. member. Fletcher, if you're watching this, thanks, bro. Much appreciated. But yeah, no, Kira, we had to let them know about like a month in advance. We're like, hey, we really want to like have this drawing done. Actually, I don't even know if it was a month, because when did we film this? Do you remember? Because we did this late February. I remember that much.
Yeah, we used the date for lore purposes. I just don't remember. I want to say not the 14th.
February 3rd, 4th. February 4th?
4th?
I think that was when we did the filming. So we gave them about 3 weeks to do the drawing. And I think we also commissioned them. So that was a good $30 well spent. I wish we had club funds then.
I remember them explicitly yelling about
February
how
4th.
many windows there were that needed to be drawn.
Oh.
They were yelling about that, and they were yelling at me for having such a shitty grab of the hammer, which is true. It wasn't that good. It also wasn't like a big hammer, so I didn't know how to like pose with it. But they made it work. It was great. Kira, wonderful art piece. Maybe one of my favorites that have come out of this crossover, except maybe like the Jake Eater song. But that's another thing.
I also remember getting yelled at explicitly because they couldn't tell if I was incredibly flat or dummy thick.
Yes. No. We can show this in post, but like the butt shadow, we don't know where the ass begins and ends.
Okay. I didn't know about this debate.
No. You're just gonna have to trust me. You're gonna have to trust me on this
Okay.
one. And then after that, the reason Trevor is separated from everyone else is because we couldn't get Trevor by himself, or we couldn't get Trevor with everyone else.
Yeah.
So we were like, you know what? Everyone knows Trevor because he was in both clubs and he was on the board for Students of S.H.I.E.L.D. We'll just have him be the third guy in front of the computer. So we did that, and we got everyone else except Storm to be in person all at once because Storm was out of town and we needed to finish filming. As I'm sure you're aware, there are like 5 alternate cuts with James saying something stupid at the camera.
Well, that's just the entire blooper. It's just because when we wanted to film that scene with all the officers and stuff, I just had a bunch of different ideas about like what I wanted to say. I don't remember what was in the final version. Is it the one where Josh and I are in love?
You guys are gonna kiss.
Okay.
We are in love. Yeah, watch this.
Yeah. But I said a bunch of different ones. Like, if you go to the blooper, I think my favorite one was, didn't I say, like, your dick is small? I said,
yeah, it's like, yo, dick's small, bro.
I said, like,
what can
that's
I tell
the
you?
wrong number.
I think my favorite was, I hired a stripper with all the money. So
Yeah.
that was my favorite.
Some shit like that.
Yeah.
But especially with, like, this scene in particular, this is not where lore starts, but this is where we start to build lore. Because,
And
like,
it's where we get all the officers more involved. Because before, it was just, like, a clip. But this was like, hey, we're all in the same room. Like, this is pretty neat.
But you also, VGC Jake can be seen in that part. And
because we were building that lore where it's like LMAO, it's just a
Yeah.
joke. There's 2 of them, which we would later build onto.
So-
There's actually 2 of them.
Yeah, we didn't do anything. It wasn't supposed to be like this whole thing that we have now, but we thought it'd be funny. It'd be like, haha, yeah, VGC Jake can like argue with all the rest of the board members or whatever.
Yeah, and another thing about him is that he's wearing his ring on the wrong hand. Because you can see SOS wearing it on the left hand because the whole fake marriage bit. And if you're unaware of the whole fake marriage bit, long story. But the VGC Jake, he's wearing it on the right hand, which is to further differentiate the two.
That fucker.
Yeah, they're also wearing different jackets, I think.
While we're on the topic of round 2 as well, I want to say the shot that you all use later on of me dead.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was filmed
We
February 4th, 2023.
We took that picture because I said to Jake, I said, hold on. I'm not going to be here next year. We need to plan ahead in case you want to run with it. So I got in the Peter Griffin death pose, and then I said, all right, now Jake, put the hammer on top of me.
That took a couple minutes because we kept falling.
Right, and we got a couple shots of it. And so that wasn't like me coming back for a retake photo at some point. That was during that filming session.
When we said this photo was taken February 4th, 2023, that was not a lie. We did that in advance just in case. There was a few other things just in case. But before I get into that, there was also a scene we did not film. Right after everyone does the whole, we don't have enough money and hey, we should kiss. We had there was a 20-second bit where I was going to be like, let me just ask my consultant. I was going to get on the ground and my little Mega Man Funko was going to be there. And I'm like, hey, buddy, what do you think about this? And we're going to do the Mega Man Buster sound effect as it says, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? And like, oh, okay, just roll the film. And then it was going to go into the thing. But we didn't do that.
We could have leaned further into that and been like, you're delusional.
Yeah.
That could have been like a Endgame.
I'm imagining Jake VGC. That's the joke. I'm imagining the whole multiverse thing.
The entire plot of part 3 and 4 is
that I
actually
wake
just
up.
your schizophrenic episode.
Dude, I wake up in a mental hospital and I was never president to begin with.
And the first line out of your mouth.
Is this real?
No. That should be like an alternate ending. That should be an alternate ending. That's like the bad
Maybe
ending.
if we have time.
No. That should be a bad ending. I have an idea
Okay,
now.
we'll talk
Remind
about
me.
it
Yeah,
later.
we'll talk about this later.
I have things that are leading into that idea. So
Shh. Yeah, we'll talk about this later.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then all the people that come across, those are members of the Students of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Video Game Club. We couldn't get a lot of people because some people weren't comfortable with showing up on camera, even for 4 frames, which understandable. What?
That's messed up.
No, I didn't. Wait, weren't you in that? You were. You were in that.
I wasn't that.
Yeah. So why'd you cough?
Oh, okay.
No, because you.
What, you got because I had to cough? Like, what the fuck?
James, you looked at him like he was. You said, "Well, damn." Whatever, man. I'm sorry.
Because I'm fucking around with Damian.
Anyways, we're all in it. There's a few Easter eggs in there. One of them we'll talk about in the next episode because it's not relevant right now. But there's James with a mini version of himself. There's once again 2 Jakes. There's Waluigi and Steve Harvey and the Let's Fucking Go emoji and a glass of milk.
there's also Steve, and Steve.
Yes, there is member Steve who is sitting in the back right now. We're gonna call him on later. You can see his head on Minecraft Steve, and you can also see Minecraft Steve's head on his body.
I didn't even
on
know
either
this.
side. You didn't know
That's
that?
crazy.
No, if you just keep pausing the video, you'll see cool things every time. Also, I think one of my favorite moments was because Kira once again did the editing just for this section where they're going across and they spin in. And she was like, "Why is Utah in the list of files to use?" To which I said, "Kira, that's New Mexico, the homeland of Albuquerque," and that's a whole bit that I do with both clubs during karaoke. So she was like, "Oh, okay, I hate this." I'm like, "Yeah," but we did that. All of the spinning text that you were talking about before.
So that was you.
That was me. That was using PowerPoint. What I did was I timed things to animations and I recorded the PowerPoint and I had my headphones with the music going on in the background, so I just had to keep hitting the space bar to the music and just hope it worked. And then I think Jordan, you stitched all this together in Movie Maker, right?
Yeah, so
Yes.
Yet again, referring to the PowerPoint Movie Maker line, this was all finalized and put together in Windows Movie Maker. The other thing too is that the audio clip for the logo fade in, where it's kind of like the end of the Marvel vs. Capcom intro, which, by the way, the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 intro, that had been planned since the conception of this event.
Yes. No, we definitely wanted to use that one.
But that was, you hear a chord on almost like a synthy type instrument, and then you hear some guitar strings. I've owned a guitar for 4 plus years. I don't have a count on that. I've never, ever played it. I went and I learned how to play the specific notes on the guitar, and I stuck a giant microphone to the base of it. Did I ruin the podcast?
No. It when you hit the ground or when you hit the table,
It
what ended
knocked
up
my
happening,
phone into the enter key.
Yeah, into the enter
Oh,
key.
that was the most jerry-rigged setup for getting guitar noises into our video that I think we've ever tried to use.
Yeah, no, because I also had to use my phone to record the piano chord. Don't even know if I got the piano chord right. I think I did a wrong. What's it called? Not accidental. The word is escaping me, but like I think I did major instead of like Dom 7th or something. But it's fine. No one noticed. No one cared. But all you gotta know is that we had to do the music for that last little bit because otherwise it wouldn't work.
No, but the video is cool. Well, it's cool.
What? You don't like it? You don't like this one either?
No, it's fine. I think it's fine.
I think it's
just,
fine. Hear that? He doesn't like it.
No,
Listen.
I just don't have like the creative input that
So-
I have
so
for
it's-
like 3 and 4. Like I love 3 and 4, and 4 is like my baby at this.
Yeah,
point.
no,
Like,
four is your
so,
baby.
Like it's not that I don't like it. It's just I think 3 and 4 are better. No offense, Jordan, but
No, I will say, plot-wise, things get fucking wild.
No,
in
and that's
3,
why I like
and,
it.
And probably 4, too. I haven't seen anything for 4 yet. All I've been told by Jake is that, hey, filming?
Yeah, that's all you need to know, and anyone who's filming will have to like not know anything else other than their scenes.
It's
Yeah.
an NDA you sign, and
This
the
is-
terms are that if you break it, then he breaks you.
yes.
Let's hope.
Okay.
Anyways, but just real quick, Jordan, do you remember how close we were to missing the deadline for this? I know we were
Days.
close.
Days. Actual days.
Okay.
We...
'Cause it was hours for
that's
round
why
one.
I was stitching it together in Movie Maker. Is
Yeah.
because we had someone that was going to stitch everything together. And then you turned to me and said, Jordan, they just said they can't.
Yeah.
Can you figure this out? And I said, okay. And I got
This was before I
Movie
knew
Maker.
Clip Champ, so I couldn't help, unfortunately.
I got Movie Maker on the Steam Deck, on the tiny little screen, and my little hinky-dinky Bluetooth keyboard and mouse. And I was sitting in the back of, like, I forget what meeting I was in, but no, even classes. That's
You were doing it
what
during lunch, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But we got it done. That's what matters. We proved that the crossover was a thing we could keep on doing. And I think that's kind of contributed to where we are now.
Yeah.
So the event that we did for Marvel Club Jeopardy,
Yes.
we have here Jeopardy stress and failing a midterm.
Hi, that's me. I'm Jeopardy stress and failing a midterm.
Let's hear it.
Okay, so when we did this, about a month before the event, I asked both sets of officers, I was like, hey, I'm gonna need like 184 questions because we needed Jeopardy, Double Jeopardy, Final Jeopardy, and that's 61 per game, and then a bonus one to win it all. Because the way we did it was we had 3 teams of 3 to 4 for each round, and then the winners of those rounds could do the final Jeopardy and win it all. And I think the overall winner was I think it was
The Dummy Thicks.
The Dummy Thicks with 8 C's because
Yeah.
Tony won. I remember that. You know, I actually do have a funny story about this. Actually, I have a list of questions, so I can go through them. But one of my favorite memories is Steve's team. Steve, what was your team name?
I don't remember.
Okay, I can look it up later. But they went to Final Jeopardy, and the question was, I forget what the category was. I think it was like last words or something. And it was, Steve said to his teammates, he's like, the only last words I know is Roald Dahl saying, ow, fuck, when he died. So he didn't go up, and the question was, what was Roald Dahl's last words? So his team just looked at him like, because the only person who didn't hear it was doing the question.
Oh.
So that was really unfortunate. That was really funny to me. But yeah, no, so the whole stress of it was, no, not a lot of people were sending me questions or categories to do. Trevor sent me 1 or 2. And then VGC helped doing play testing. I think I got a few from Ryan as well. He can correct me if I'm wrong on that. Well, I don't know why he would. I knew Jordan was doing editing. And then it got to like a week before, and I'm like, I just gotta bang all this out. So, and the Jeopardy template, it's big. It's chunky. It's ridiculous. Hang on, how many? I got all the files up right now. It is how many slides in this thing?
Too many.
78. There is 78, and that's just for one round. That's for one set of 30 questions, right? So you can imagine how tiresome it gets. So like a week before, I'm like, okay, I've picked all the questions. It's whatever. I'm gonna need help doing some math. And then someone said, bro, I didn't even have the chance to like submit questions. And I was like, brother, I'm gonna strangle you. Because then the day of the event, I had a midterm right before it. I failed that shit because I was working on this. So I was a little mad. But we made it work. And the event went for like 3 hours, but we still had players during that whole time, which I was surprised about. And we got to watch the bloopers after. And I think everyone had a decent time once it stopped being so hot in there. But I know that was just because I was wearing a suit and I was sweltering. I didn't shave that time. Damian, what do you remember from that night? What was your experience with that whole event?
My experience was, I know a lot of Marvel stuff, and I don't really remember that much Marvel stuff. So there was like a lot of things that would just come up, and I'm like, I don't know what this is. I'm sorry, guys, I'm failing you. Or it would be something Marvel, and I would know it. I would know it so well, and I wasn't up there to buzz, and I was like trying to tap on my team.
Yeah, like buzz it.
Please.
Yeah.
The only thing that I remember specifically was I remember the category of officers.
Yes.
Which now I understand of who was Josh.
Yes.
Is coming from. But I remember the question was like, this board member does not have a J name on the VGC board. And it was Leah.
Who was in the video game club.
Yeah, who was in video game club.
And Ryan is standing right next to me.
No, he was right in front of her.
Yes.
With you.
Yes.
And she's like, oh, man, I don't
know. And she's
I think she said Cole. I think she said Cole.
I think she said herself or something.
She just got it wrong.
Yeah.
And it was like, Ryan, he's right there.
Yeah. And everyone was like, brother, because, and I remember Anna, who was the VP of Students of S.H.I.E.L.D, was like, because you're so forgettable. Like, Anna, brother!
Yes, that was messed up.
Yeah, that was
not okay.
Yeah. No, but it's fine.
That's the only thing I remember from part 2 game.
Yeah, no, but there was that. Here, I have a list of I have the questions all up here, so I can just kind of go through them very quickly, maybe. Here, James, I'm going to move your phone just a little bit. I'm sorry. Let's see here. I know Penn State lore was one of them.
I came up with that one. I remember.
Oh, yeah, you did this one. There was the Willard Preacher and the original colors. The Daily Double was who was buried between Willard and the Hub.
Yeah,
and everyone up there was like, oh, my God, we walk past this every day. Which you do. The answer is George Atherton, by the way. The Taco Bell thing. Oh, and then Bill Clinton showed up once per game. So that's why Bill Clinton is under the bits.
Yes.
Because this is the only person who has mixed flavors at the creamery, and it's Bill Clinton. Because you can't
Say
you can't
no
do
to
that.
the president.
Yeah. Pew Pew motherfuckers, Mega Man. We had a Home Alone question there for some reason. Let's see. We have some voice acting stuff. Oh, we have video game covers. There's another Mega Man in there. Then we have the officers thing. So this question was, canonically, this officer is the only one who could beat Goku in a fight. And for those who watched episode 1, you know that it's Josh. But we wrote, who was Josh, R.I.P. And every time Josh's name came up, we did who was instead of who is. And he kept going like, why am I dead?
I remember a big category was Josh, Jordan, or...
Oh,
Jake.
Josh, Jordan, or Jake. That was a category where it was a picture of myself, Jordan, or Josh. And they had to guess who it was. Because the joke is we all look pretty similar, with Jordan being one of my clones. And one of them wasn't a Jake, Jordan, or Josh. It was just some random person I don't know who looks just like me with a mask on. I'll probably show the picture here. This is probably 2 of my favorites here. Ass shots.
I just come back and I just see ass shots.
Yeah, so this was like, it was a picture of like a character's butt.
Oh, I think I came up with this one.
Yes.
Because I thought of America's ass.
Yes.
For Captain America.
And it was like Bayonetta and Solid Snake.
Trevor. Oh, yeah.
Trevor was the $1,000 or the $2,000 answer.
That's right.
And no one got it, but everyone was very happy when they realized who it was.
You didn't do Gutsman?
No, because that wasn't a meme at this point. I think the Daily Double was a meme of Luigi, and I'm going to show this one. because Adam bet $50. Like, I'm not going to know who this is. They see the question. They're like, is this Luigi? And sure enough, it's that meme where it's like Luigi looks at you like this, what you doing? The other one was styling on stylophone.
Oh, that you played the stylophone.
Yeah, I played the stylophone on a speaker with some technical difficulties. We made it work, and I remember Joe from VGC got the Through the Fire and Flames question right for 2000. I was very happy about that.
I do crimes.
Yeah, crimes in red
I think I came up with that one too. I think I came up with crimes because I went to like list the crime and then you had to give like
a
how
weird
long
answer,
you would go into prison for.
But that wasn't what we
originally didn't do.
Yeah, no, that wasn't what we did.
I think I also came up with
there was things that are orange, cameos, copy pastas, like stuff like, you know, I really want a woman to kill me. It's like Cowboy Bebop. Quick maths, which is just actual math problems. Barsoom crushed people with that one.
Yeah.
Disney Plus MCU, Marvel versus VGC. I'm actually going to scroll down to that because I know there's definitely some lore-related questions in here. Oh, I just saw the woman that could kill me thing.
What?
Of course, you locked onto that.
No, because it's Cowboy Bebop copy pasta. Okay. The intro for Marvel vs. VGC 1 is based off which game? That was Super Smash Brothers. This many unique answers were received for the Family Feud poll. 69. Nice. I think someone did get that right. Jordan got the question of they won the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 tournament, and you couldn't remember it was Jack. I remember that much. And then it was when the previous event took place, and no one got that one right.
Yeah.
Which I guess I'm not too surprised. Let me see here. Oh, there's a category on Luigi.
That's my
son. Jeopardy, or not Jeopardy.
Oh,
Trevor's
they had
Doors
this
and
round.
Runs. Yeah. Minecraft. Jake, Jordan, or Josh.
There it
That one
is.
was funny. Let's see. There was the Tetris question, where it's like Jeopardy fucked it up, and it was like Smash Boy, Orange Ricky.
What?
You don't remember this?
No.
Hang on. I'm hoping I closed the wrong one.
Smash Boy, Orange Ricky.
In an episode of Jeopardy, this video game was falsely assigned characters with names such as Orange Ricky, Cleveland Z, Smash Boy, Rhode Island Z, Blue Ricky, and Hero, none of which are even remotely close. It's Tetris.
Yeah, I think I got that one.
You might have. I think someone did get that one right. I can always rewatch. And then the last one was Name That President.
I think
Bill
I came up
couldn't
with
shut
that
up.
one too.
You might have. No, that's wrong. Wait, why is it no, that's wrong? Oh, it's like a list of things, and one of them shouldn't belong there. Obscure console accessories, goofy ass sound effects, which is just the sound effect is played. Minecraft, but you have to rearrange the letters to form a new word. Officers 2. Who is Bill Clinton again?
I keep thinking that it says goofy ass sex.
No.
I almost misread that because there's like one letter away.
Oh yeah, according to the intro, these two are getting married next. Good for them.
Oh, yeah.
Who was James and who was Josh?
Well, we
Rip.
weren't getting married. We were just in love.
Listen, but you caught the flowers at the wedding, okay?
I did not. I was not at the wedding.
There is no footage to confirm or deny this.
Yeah, there's a wedding question. They're the only officer who didn't appear in this semester's intro cinematic, who was Storm. I was actually pretty proud of that one. That's
my
you.
profile photo.
Is there? And then the last section here, swearing, comma. I did it on purpose for some reason. Canceled. This is Greek to me. That was like Greek letters. Mainline MCU. War in big letters, and just straight up trivia because I was running out of time. Oh yeah, the last question on there is how many servings are there in a box of Totino's? It's 2.5. Just in case you were curious.
You would know that.
I would. Sean said 25. I mean, he was close-ish if you think about it. And then,
If you think about it really hard, it's one.
Yeah, and then that's true. And the final Jeopardy was name as many Easter eggs as you can from the round 2 intro. And there was like almost 30 of them, I think. There was a lot of stuff, but the winning answers only had 3. So you didn't really have to have a lot there. I was pulling out my phone to look up something. Oh yeah, I want to look up who it was. Kang Bang, the Dummy Thicks with 8 C's, and the Better Mark. They're the teams who won their respective rounds. But I think it was Dummy Thicks, Kang Bang, and then the Better Mark.
Dummy Thicks won the whole thing.
Yes,
that
Dummy Thicks won
was
the
a
whole thing.
Survivor question for Gamer Jeopardy.
Yes.
Um.
And then, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's like all the bits and stuff. I think we
round
covered
2
everything
stuff,
for round 2. Because round 3 not round 3. Marvel vs. VGC 3 we talked about. It's just memes and stuff. Is there anything else we're missing? Like, I think that's everything for 2.
I don't know. Guest Jordan, do you have any final words for us here?
I would have killed you if I had the chance.
Damn.
And actually, fun fact, I had that chance. right now.
Well, George, for being such a good guest today, I got you this gift of this medium Baja Blast,
Oh, that's-
half drinking.
I've never seen that before. Whoa.
This empty
Yes,
bottle.
yeah, and you actually can have this empty Baja Blast bottle. So we just want to say thank you for coming on this part 2, giving some insight into the part 2 experience that people get to see behind the screen.
Yeah. And I think that's all we have, so we'll just stop it here, and we'll see ya for the round 3 episode, which is going to be super long, I think.
I always come back.
And then cut.
Luigi was 420. So the year, or no, not the year Luigi. What was your name again?
The dummy fix.
The dummy fix with 8
C's.
C's is the winner. Here's the entire list, by the way. The entire list was what are ants, Ant-Man, Amogus, Easter egg should go here. Oh boy, here we go. Whoa, nice graphics. Let's fucking go. Albuquerque Milk, Billy Mays, Dumbass, Senator Armstrong Bunger. Is this real? Waluigi Steve, Arby Minecraft Steve from Minecraft, the second better Alex. Thanks, Kira, smiley face. I love you. We shout terms if you can read this. Almost there, and this is so much effort for me. Christ! Your team won! Congrats! Holy shit. Alright, we are really done. Oh, we do have the blooper reel actually, if you guys want to roll around for that.
Any final words for the camera?
I'm so sweaty and I still have to pull an all-nighter.
Hey guys, Post Editor Jake here. I forgot something really funny that I wanted to mention. So, Jeopardy was actually the start of a new rule that we had to implement, where teams cannot have numbers that aren't assigned to their teams. This is because in round 1, Team 3 decided to name themselves Team 1. And this caused such a big problem with the scores that you're not allowed to do that anymore. So, there's that. Also, in case you're wondering how the all-nighter went, I actually did pretty well in the homework, and I ate a block of cheese over the course of the night. And I did make it home safe. Barely. Okay, bye.
Dude, this trash down shit's been killing me.
Man, that's all you've been talking about for like the last year.
Yeah, well, at least I've got you here to help me through it.
Is this real?